Hi, my name's David, and about a year and a half ago, I had a crazy idea. And it was a crazy idea that led me to create what is now arguably some of the best study music on the internet. And it did that by doing the impossible, by blending lo-fi beats and classical music. I've been a musician my whole life. I've always found all kinds of music fascinating, but particularly found that classical music seemed to be a little bit underrated. I mean, I get it. I hated classical music as a kid too. I was forced to play it and I didn't enjoy a moment of it. But when you really get into it, there's a lot going on. We know, like, the lo-fi beats genre movement thing that's kind of blown up in the last 2 years. It's all about music that calms you down, chills you out, helps you to focus. And so what do we get when we look at lo-fi? Well, we have a lot of instrumental music. There's not really any vocals or anything to really steal the show because they want you to be able to put it on in the background and to be able to focus on something else while it kind of calms your ears. Well, we find the same thing in classical music. I mean, classical music isn't really stealing the show. It's great background music, actually. And there's something about classical music that just invites thought. I mean, it's pensive. It opens you up and helps you to kind of think about what you're doing without kind of sticking out too much. I mean, it seems like everything you would ever want out of study music. It seems like a perfect combination. And yet, we're talking about hip-hop beats and classical music. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea that lo-fi classical gives the average listener an accessible, easy way to listen to classical music and enjoy it through hip-hop beats without having to deal with the pretentious side of classical music. And I also like that lo-fi beats make classical music more listenable in some ways by bringing everything together under one beat. At the same time, I like that classical music brings new life to lo-fi. I like that instead of just an 8-bar loop, it's a music that takes you on a journey. Chord progressions and melodies that are crafted to stand the test of time and to take the listener from start to finish through a piece that evolves over the course of 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, that's just something you don't really get in lo-fi. It seems like the perfect combination, and over time, it's seemed like a lot of you on my channel have agreed. So at the end of the day, when you bring all these things together, you kind of wind up with like the perfect lo-fi music. I mean, that's not what I was trying to create when I started making lo-fi classical a year and a half ago. I was just messing around, doing something that I thought was kind of funny and cool in a way that most people wouldn't understand. But over the last year and a half, I've realized that a lot of you guys do understand, and that's kind of really cool. We found a home for lo-fi classical in a way that I never really thought that we would, and it's evolved a lot over the course of a year and a half, and I've made now 30 some videos of pieces from 100, 200, 300, 400 years ago turned into lo-fi beats of today. But that's not all. Today comes with a very special announcement, because over the course of the last year and a half, there's something that I've been asked over and over and over and over again. I'm happy to say that after a year and a half, we are finally there. If you look in the link of this video or check on any of your streaming service apps, you will find today Lo-Fi Classical Volume 1 by me is officially streaming. Now, unfortunately, we've got more pieces done to this point than I could actually fit on one 15-track album. So for the time being, this is just Volume 1, okay? But that doesn't mean there's not going to be more. If you guys help me out, share the album around, show it to your friends, add it to your playlists, and keep supporting Lo-Fi Classical by watching the new videos on this channel, you're doing a ton to show me that you guys want more. If this album does well on the streaming services, you guys know there's going to be a volume 2, a volume 3, and I'm going to keep making them as frequently as I can, in addition to a few other things that I'm going to be bringing to the channel soon. We're basically just going to keep doing it until, I don't know, I run out of pieces or just get absolutely sick of making them. For now, the biggest thing you can do to support the channel, show me you love the music, and enjoy it for yourself is to click the link below or look us up in your favorite streaming service and check out Lo-Fi Classical Volume 1. I love you guys. Drink water. I'll see you next time.